Welcome to the big show. This is Investing with Confidence. I am your host, Joshua David, and we are happy to have you with us today. As always, as you know, I do have my good friend, and he is my great pal, and he is the mastermind of this operation, Mr. Al Connickson. Al, how the heck you doing today?
You know what? I am feeling fantastic, even though the weather is not, anything to look forward to here. But the market is. I'm really looking forward to, what the opportunities are, what the potential is for the rest of this year.
Yeah, you kind of hit the nail on the head. It is cold out, but this stock market is hot.
It is hot.
There's been some massive moves again in these in the stock market. We hit all-time highs again.
Right.
I believe this S&P closed at an all-time high.
It did.
And there's just a lot of great, and this kind of worries me a little bit. A lot of great things happening out there. There's things doing better with the coronavirus.
Right.
The stock market is great, but it's one of those things where you got to think: is it too good to be true? And that's a lot of the things that we're going to talk about here on Investing with Confidence, sponsored by Online Trading Academy, is different techniques and strategies to potentially protect some of the earnings that a lot of people have had, but how to do that with confidence. And that's what it comes down to, is investing with confidence. So Al, what is going on? Why are these markets so hot? And how can we participate in these financial markets?
Well, there's a number of things I think that contribute to the upward move in the market. Even bad news. I mean, the jobs report that came out this last week was not great. Only 49,000 new jobs were created. That was below what the so-called experts, had expected. And that's one of these situations where bad news is good news.
Yep.
People thought, well, since the jobs report wasn't very good, that's going to increase the possibility that we get another stimulus passed. So that's what they're looking forward to, and hoping that that's going to kind of kickstart the economy. But you mentioned something I think that's kind of important. One of the reasons that the market has done so well is that there's a lot of new people in the market,
Yeah.
a lot of new retail traders. We saw what happened with GameStop a while ago. A couple of others that had a meteoric rise and then fell off a cliff. But a lot of those retail traders are helping to move the market. But one of the things that is important is to be careful about entering kind of that euphoric phase where people think that the market can only go up. But this is a great time. I think right now, a lot of people out there are showing that they understand what the value of the market can be to them. A lot of people have entered maybe for the first time or have re-entered after being out of the market for a while. And they're now understanding that they want to take more control over their financial future. And I guess I would say this: if you're going to do that, can you afford to do it without knowing how to increase the odds of being successful? No one is going to be 100%. No one ever will be. But the goal should be to try to get as close to that as you can. And think about it. When you're in the market, if you're going to buy something, what direction do you want price to go?
You want it to go up.
You want it to go up. And if you're going to sell something, you're thinking the price is going to do what?
Go down.
Go down. And if you can't say with a high degree of conviction, if you're going to buy something that the price will go up, or if you're going to sell, it's going to go down, you're gambling.
Yeah, and I tell you what, a lot of people that do it with their gut feeling. A gut feeling is just a guess and is a hope.
Well, there's two components of your kind of your emotional makeup that are enemies to you in trading. Your gut is one of them. Your brain is the other thing, because that fear and greed takes over. But listen, if you want to gamble, go to a casino and do that.
Go to Mystic Lake.
But if you do that, if you walk into a casino, are you going to win or lose?
It depends on what you're doing, but most people lose.
More often than not, you're going to lose. And that's the same thing that happens in the markets, because people don't know that the casino has the odds in their favor. One of our goals as educators is to help you put the odds in your favor.
That is probably one of the most important pieces, is having the odds in your favor. So many people do just guess.
They do.
And that's not a very good strategy, and that's just a hope.
Yeah, guessing and hoping are those two components they should not be part of your trading strategy.
Or in your finances, right? So when we're seeing so many more people, I mean, think about this. There is a lot of talk about the stock market right now in the mainstream media, TV, internet. They're talking a lot about it. I think what they call it, I think the kids are calling it, it's becoming viral, right?
Right.
But that's a good thing. And that's why we're seeing so many people coming into our sponsor. They have these investing classes, Online Trading Academy, coming into these classes to understand, okay, what is going on? Why is it happening, and how can I also participate? Now, I mentioned, a lot of times during these shows about multiple assets. We all know the
Mhm.
stock market is viral right now. Now we're seeing more and more people want to understand, what about these other assets? Why are
Sure.
there so much more opportunity in these, with futures and forex and options and the leverage, and also something that you might be able to trade and invest in the evening. So coming up next, multiple assets. This is Josh and Al, investing with confidence. We will be right back.